Hi, my name's Eric Crossland, and this is The Social Space, and I wish my name was Brian, because maybe sometimes people would misspell my name and call me Brain. That's like a free compliment, and you don't even gotta be smart to notice it.
There you go.
Oh, there's Jackie Hager. How you doing, Jackie?
I'm good.
You can call me Brian from now on.
Hello, Brian.
Although when people...
Brain. Would you rather me call you Brain?
Yeah. When people do get my name wrong, they always call me Chris.
Oh, really?
I don't know. Maybe it's because the last name Crossland. I don't know. Andrew Bell, anyone ever get your name wrong? They call you Brendan or anything? Or?
No.
No?
I try to stay far away from that.
Stay far away from your brother?
I'm joking.
And then to my right, from Healing Hands Healthcare, Matt Ledesma. Hey,
Yay!
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. We're here to talk to you about bags for Bragg's Cornhole, but first we got to thank our sponsors. We've got News Channel 6. We air there 10:35 Sunday nights. We also are on News Talk 1290. They're part of Town Square Media. The audio version plays 10 a.m. We've got impact signs at Falls Truck Center. They put our faces, our cartoon faces on the back of them buses. Yep. And then Brenna Polot from Drink and Clink makes these awesome cakes for our guests.
Awesome.
You get to leave with one. And Jackie, you got an announcement to make?
I do. Brenna's having a little trouble with her Facebook page this week, and that's how she gets most of her orders. So any of you, and we'll put it up on the screen for you, her personal cell is 940-923-3657.
Okay.
So that's how you get a hold of Brenna for any orders this week as she's navigating working out her Facebook page.
Yeah, get one of these buttes. They're
Yeah.
awesome. They really are.
Yeah.
She's amazing.
Yeah, they're delicious. All right, Matt, so tell us a little bit about yourself and your role with Bags for Brags.
Definitely. So I'm coming in as the co-marketing chair for the Bags for Brags Cornhole Tournament, but more importantly as a part of Leadership Wichita Falls class of 2022.
Best class ever?
Well, I'm contractually obligated to say, yes, best class ever.
Did you
hear that?
Everybody says it.
I
But-
told him I will only
obligated.
ever do that if we call my group the okayest class ever.
Right, exactly.
So if y'all
Yeah.
ever want me to do it.
Historic day today because for once it's actually the truth. Best class ever. There you go. So for the past 6 months or so since we've got done with the actual Leadership Wichita Falls class, we've been working on putting this tournament together, and we're super excited coming up on September 17th. So we're hoping for a great turnout.
That's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
So it went into hiatus for a little bit, and the tournament didn't happen. Why did
Yes.
Leadership Wichita Falls decide to bring it back?
So originally it was held in 2019, and then of course COVID hit, and it forced a postponement of it for a couple of years. And it was such a great turnout that first time. They had 100 teams sign up. They raised a lot of money, did a lot of good with that money. And so when we as a class had the opportunity to kind of bring it back this year, we jumped at that chance because we were really looking forward to that opportunity.
That would be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
First of all, we love having you across the hall from us. It's always fun to have you and wave to you.
Oh, thank you for that.
You guys raise a lot of money. You raise it for nonprofits, plus other great things that are happening in the city.
Yes.
Talk to us about that.
Sure. So again, that first time around, they were able to raise enough money to purchase an industrial refrigerator for the Children's Aid Society, something that they were really needing at that time. And then as far as the next two, I don't know what plans they had, but this year we're hoping as a class, after we've had the tournament and see what kind of money we've raised, to talk amongst ourselves and maybe pick either a big donation to a local nonprofit, maybe a few to smaller donations to people throughout, or it could be something like a community beautification project or something that's going to better our city. So we have a lot of options, and again, that's why we're hoping for a great turnout.
Got a goal?
So I think the first tournament raised around 10, maybe close to 15, just depending on how they actually did, and so we're hoping to either hit that or even go over. Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Nice. It's so much fun. I was telling Matt before we started that myself and Benjamin Rimmer were on the very first, we did the first year. got through one, got through two, beat our third opponent, and then I don't know why, but Ben lost all of his coordination by the end of the night, and he couldn't hit the board for a while after that. So.
Well, I think that's the great thing is that we do have a backyard bracket, so that's going to be for people that are more into
there's pros there too.
Playing, just having fun, and we're going to have a more competitive division as well. So, no matter what your skill level is, you can come in, have some fun, and maybe even walk away with a little prize money at the end of the day.
Oh, those pros, I mean, they hit the hole every time.
Yeah.
Man,
I
I
watch
love
it on
Crazy.
ESPN.
Yeah.
Like, how did y'all do this?
So now remind us, where's it going to be held at?
This is going to be at the warehouse, just right down the street here, next to P2, and we're really looking forward to having it there because, again, it was a great event venue for it. No weather you have to worry about. It's going to be nice and air conditioned in there, so no matter what, it's going to be a good place to have
I
it.
love that venue. Do y'all not love
well, you
that
can go
venue?
up top and watch the play.
Yeah, and that's what we're hoping too, to encourage people to come, the community, support their friends, and there's going to be food for sale, drinks for sale, some raffle prizes as well, so lots of opportunities.
And this is a Saturday night, the 17th?
Saturday, so we're actually going to start at 10 a.m. That's when the first
during the day.
teams are going to start, and it'll just go as long as we need to declare a winner. Yeah.
Nice. How do people sign up? How do they get
So we'd love for them to go to bags4brags.com, so they can go on our website there, or they can search us on Facebook for Bags for Brags as well, and then find us there. Yeah.
Sounds
Matt, gosh, you do great things in this community. I see you everywhere. When I'm feeling down, all I have to do is go to Matt's Facebook page.
Well, I
It's always
appreciate that.
up and upbeat and happening.
I tell
So-
you, there's a lot of worthy causes out there, a lot of people that need help, and I'm just happy to contribute.
Well, thanks for
however we
everything
can.
that you do. You guys, even where you work, you guys give a lot of money and a lot of compassion back out to the city.
Thank you for that.
Way to go, Summer and her
Yes,
crew.
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
awesome. I feel like we need a Bell team.
The Bell team.
There you go.
Like
Get
Adult
girls out
Brothers or or Dwayne and me.
Yeah.
Will Dwayne come barefooted or in flip flops?
Yeah, is there a dress code?
Have fun. That's the code. Yeah, exactly.
Well, gosh, Matt, thank you so much. We got a chock full show today, but is there anything else we need to talk about before we let you go?
No, again, we just love to have a great turnout, so please visit those websites, sign up, and come have some fun.
Yep.
For a great cause.
For a great
Yes,
cause.
yes.
Awesome. It is a whole lot of fun.
Yeah.
Gosh, thank you so much, Matt, for being here. We're going to take a break. We're going to have Drew Montoya here. He's
Yes.
got a brand new business here called Music Saves My Life.
I know, I'm
And we're
excited
gonna,
to hear about
we'll
it.
find out what that is. So we're going to talk to Drew when we come back. Thanks, Matt. Awesome.
Great, thank you.
Yay.
Medicare can be confusing. That's why it's important to have a locally born and raised expert to help you understand all your options. I'm Colby Pistacco, and I'm ready to serve you. Medicare changes every year, and that's why it's important to review the changes annually. I understand that everyone's needs are different. That's why I work hard to tailor a plan specifically for you, your family, and your lifestyle. That's the Pistacco way, more personal, more thoughtful, and more trusted.
Hi, welcome back to the social space. We still got Jackie over there, got Andrew over here, still Eric, and to my right, from Music Saved My Life, Drew Montoya. Thanks for joining us, Drew.
Thank you. Thank y'all.
So, tell us a little about yourself, Drew, and about this new business you've opened here.
Yeah, well, my name is Drew, and I'm a singer-songwriter, musician, producer, now teacher of kids, of Music Saved My Life. I've been in the music business for about 20 years now. I've been to Los Angeles, I've signed record deals, I've done pretty much everything underneath the sun when it comes to music. Like a lot of people here in Wichita, like the businesses kind of went down and stuff with the pandemic and the coronavirus going around. It kind of forced me to come back home for a little while is what my plan was. But I ended up working at a hospital, and I started working with children that had like behavioral issues, mental illnesses, things of that nature, anxiety. And we took what was going on inside of them and put it into music. And when we did that, it was just so awesome how everything just came about in there. Like, I'll never forget, like when I first started writing with the kids, and there were some people in there that didn't think it was going to be possible, like anything else that you do,
Sure.
And I kept pushing, and I was working with the kids, and then they finally called me into the office. And when they called me office, they ended up granting me my own program for the kids to do music with them. And I remember me personally, I remember like taking off running from the office to go tell the kids, because I was super excited to let them know, like, we get to do this, And when I did that, they somehow they kind of already knew, and like all of them like came running from the playground up to the door, like, and they all had like pads in their hands, like from like all them writing songs and stuff. So it was just really cool. So after that, the adolescence program kind of got shut down, and I decided that I wanted to open up for the public, you know, for kids out here that have problems, not even just so much problems, but we have podcast room, we do singing lessons, we do music development with like, we have piano rooms where we're teaching piano, and eventually we want to do like drum lessons and guitar lessons where it's kind of like almost like a boys and girls club for kids, you know, for music, you know. So
School off.
I love the name of your business, Music Saved My Life. You know, because it's so true. Because you know, you hear a certain song and something clicks.
Yeah, for
you know?
sure.
And you listen to it over and over and over again.
Well, and it's super cool. Like especially like with what I do, it's like, you know, when I first started, I was working with this young man, and like he was a monster. He was like 6 foot. I think he was 6'4", like almost 300 pounds. He's only 13 years old. I mean, he's a huge kid, you know, and the way that he expresses himself is to be angry, you know, and when he was super angry like that, I just knew that there was another way, you know, and I'll tell you, like, it was Christmas time, and when the Christmas came, all the parents brought their kids, you know, gifts and stuff, and he's unwrapping all his gifts. Everybody's unwrapping them. And, you know, the hospitals, they provide, you know, as best as they can. You know what I'm saying? Like, like they try to do as much as they can for the kids. And, you know, but he really wanted like a sports team t-shirt, because I would always tell him, you know, you're going to go pro, because he's huge, you know? And so all he wanted was like a sweater, you know, and when he opened up his present, it was like a Walmart sweater, you know. It didn't have no team on it or nothing, and all the other kids was ripping open their gifts, and when they were ripping open their gifts, they were like, everybody was excited, and I saw him put his stuff down, you know, and I saw him go into his room, and when he went into his room, he got, you know, I walked in there, you know, and he just started just going off, and when he did, he was just like, he's like, you better call emergency help, because I'm going off, you know. And then so he goes out there, and all the staff kind of are around him, and when they do, he's screaming, and he looks at me, and he just screams, and I'll never forget it, because he screamed in bloody murder, like, you know, like, Drew. And I'm like, what's up, man? What's going on? And he's like, why doesn't nobody love me? And from that moment, you know, I knew right then, you know, that it wasn't about the presents. It wasn't about anything. It was about like just not having anybody there or what to do. You know, these kids are young. And so after this happened, you know, I told him, I was like, you know, me and you were leaders, you know, and what leaders do is we have a lion inside of us, and we eat all of this up. And one day you're going to be able to tell this to somebody just like I'm telling you. And he looks up at me and he's like, hey, Drew, would you help me? Will you help me write a song about this? And I'm like, you know what? Yes, I will. You know, and from right then, like, it was just really cool, because like, to be able to take, you know, I am a very seasoned singer-songwriter, so I feel like, you know, I could compete with the best. And to be able to do that with children and take what's going on in their mind, you know, because kids are very unfiltered. And when they're unfiltered, they'll kind of just speak it how it is. And I like to get that raw, you know. I mean, as a singer-songwriter, I need stuff to write about. So when they say that, we take it and we put it into a song about their life. And when we put it about their life, when they listen to it back, it's like, that's me, that's my life. And it's like, that's your life right there, you know? And when people sing it, it's like, it brings something different. And I don't expect all the kids to turn into these big musicians or anything, but it's about the confidence, you know? It brings out that confidence in you where, you know, like, you are somebody and your story does need to be told, whether it's, you know, whatever job you're gonna be in life, or you're gonna be a musician or an athlete or whatever you wanna be, you know? So.
Wow.
Right.
Drew, I could listen to that all day long. So the name of this business is Music Saved My Life.
Music Saved,
So
yes.
if people want to donate to that, they can.
Yeah, if
How do
people-
they find you? Where are you located, and how do they get their kids involved with your program?
We are located on 2910 Kemp. Same parking lot as like Starbucks in that
Got
parking
it.
lot right there.
The Pyramid Center?
At the Pyramid Center,
Got
yes.
it.
At the Pyramid Center. We're Suite 210. You can get a hold of us on Facebook. It's Music Saved My Life. You could Google us, Music Saved My Life, and like, you can give us a call, however y'all want to get a hold of us. We're definitely, you can find us online. So,
What a great program.
I don't know if this is doable for either of y'all, but if we want to trade a logo for a Hager theme song, If you wanted to write us a hey, make Andrew make your logo.
There you go. I have the kids come in here and make you a little theme song.
Hey, I'm game for anything. That sounds pretty great to me. I love it. It's a great idea.
What are your hours of operation?
My hours of operation is from 4 to 8 Monday through Friday, and Saturday all day long. We're closed on Sundays.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like an after-school program. And like I said, we have a great singing program. We have a great singing coach. Her name's Asia Fisher. She's very, very seasonal. She's from San Diego, California. That's very good. We also have DJ Kid that it teaches the broadcast education program for like podcasts, and we have a full podcast room. We also have a piano room that we teach piano lessons, and then also like my course, the music development, where we kind of teach your kids like all different things. So
that's good.
Really
Music
cool.
It's so great for young kids.
oh yeah.
Gosh, Drew, we could talk to you forever. Like I said, we got a jam-packed show.
Well, I appreciate y'all.
Yeah, thank
I
you for
appreciate
coming
y'all
here.
having
This is
us.
fantastic. After this segment, we're going to have Jimmy Pipkin here. He's from the Wichita Falls Leopards.
Well, you can say Wichita Falls Nighthawks, too.
Nighthawks?
No, just kidding. They're the Leopards. They're the Leopards, but he goes all the way back to the Nighthawks.
That's right. The lineage is from the Nighthawks. We'll talk to Jimmy when we come back. Thanks for being here, Drew.
Thank y'all.
Yeah, I'm a cowboy fan.
A cowboy fan.
Put it in their face, yeah.
Put it in their face.
We don't like 102-degree weather, but we're climbing the ladder. We don't prefer hanging out in the crawl space, but we're down there chasing the lead. And we don't like when your AC has problems, but we like to fix them. Just remember, when you need us, we're there. James Lane Air Conditioning and Plumbing.
Jeep Adventure Days at 4 Stars DCJR is named appropriately because it's an adventure shopping through our biggest selection of Jeeps in a long time. No matter what model, you'll probably find it, and incentives include low finance rates and cash incentives even on that Ram Tough truck you've always wanted during Ram Power Days. You want selection, power, adventure? Then it's worth the drive to 4 Stars DCJR in Henrietta right now. Make the switch, like I did.
Experience commitment here at 4 Stars Auto.
Hi, welcome back to the Social Space. Third segment here. We Jackie Hager over there, Andrew Bell here, Eric Crossan over here, and to my right from the Wichita Falls Leopards, Jimmy Pipkin. How you doing?
Yeah.
Glad to be here.
Thank you.
Glad
Glad to be here
have
too.
you, man. So tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got involved with this team.
I'm from Dallas. Been here in Wichita Falls. I say this is my second home now. Been here since I was 19. So been coaching Boys and Girls Club football for about 8 years. And we just started up the Leopards this year. And it actually, like I said, it's a lot of, it's a full story, man. We can take all day with it. But it makes up of like two different teams, coaches from two different teams. We have a couple of coaches that were coaching for the Mustangs, and then Charger coaches, some of us were coaching with them, and then we got coaches from the Packers. So we just came together, and we came out with the Leopards. And like I said, it's a historic team, and it's, I would say, finding out now that it's probably been about 10 years since they've been a team.
Yep.
And because y'all used to play them.
Way back in the day.
Yeah. So, and like I said, we was just speaking previously, like this team, they dominated. You know, they dominated everybody. So to bring them back, and the expectation is so high right now for this team. It's like everywhere I go, it's like, hey, you brought back the Leopards. You better make sure that they winning. You better make sure we don't lose. And I'm like, okay.
You're like, will you just take my order? I'm serious.
Hey, like, it is just like that. Like, hey, you the Leopards coach. Like, hey, everywhere I go. So, like I said, and I want to thank all the coaches that we have, and that's along with us to make this a great deal for our kids. And, Yeah.
So what age group is this that you're coaching?
First grade. Well, Boys and Girls Club don't go by age.
Okay.
They go by the grade that they're in. So it's first grade through 6th.
Okay.
And then we have cheerleading, of course. I want to give a shout out to our cheerleading team as well. Yes, because we're going to need them to cheer us on, especially through the tough times throughout the season. So shout out to the Leopards cheerleaders as well. But yeah, like I said, our kiddos are based out of like 5 different schools around Wichita Falls.
That's really great. Yeah. I know it's about football, but what's the one takeaway you really want these kids to take home this season?
Yes. I would say hard work, being dedicated. Also, we practice being a student athlete. We always tell our kids, student come first. So they get that. We got to make sure we're taking care of business in the classroom.
Yeah.
Also,
awesome.
Doing what they need to do at home as well. We like I said, we hosted a signing day for our kids, and they signed the contract. And in the contract, it states all of the expectations that we have for our student athletes. Like I said, making sure they're not swearing or wearing any gang material, using gang slang, doing what they need to do in the classroom, make sure they're turning in their homework, being disciplined, everything.
And they sign a contract for that.
Yes, they signed a
awesome.
contract, just like how when high school students have their signing day.
Yes,
they sign a contract to go to school and stuff, to go to college. Well, with our signing day, that's what we did for our players, and they signed to the Leopards. We chose them, and we read everything that was on the contract, and all the players understand the expectations and what it's going to take to say that they're still a Leopard by the end of the season.
That's
cool.
Yeah, that signing day was cool. I saw pictures on Simeon's Facebook.
I did too.
We'll
I follow Simeon's posts on it. It just makes me smile.
Team sports are just so good for kids.
Yeah.
Individual sports as well, but especially team sports, learning to get along with your teammates, help your teammates.
Right. And like, even with me, I went to Midwestern State and played football there as well. So that's how I ended up here in Wichita Falls. I know football taught me a lot as well. Like, even the diversity that we had in the football field. Like, coming from where I'm from in Dallas, I had a certain race that was on my football team. It wasn't as diverse as it was when I went to college and stuff like that. So football brings a different view in life with some of our players, because we have some of our kids half our team is on east side. And then we have some of our kids that are on the other side where Ryder is at, so that brings 2 different areas and 2 different environments together. And like I said, everything gel. Like, it's just crazy how like the kids are getting along, and we have kids that are spending the night over each other's house, and and like I said, you have some kids that never been on the side of town, the east side. And bringing them seeing, how everything looks, because it is kind of like a narrative that if you live on the east side, it's like I said, you might not have a lot of money and stuff like that, which is not true. You have some people just live on the east side, and they have money as well, so it doesn't matter where you live. And so like I said, see these kids getting along and just working together, calling each other brothers from another mother and stuff like that. Like, it's going, and like I said, I love it.
That's what's great about team sports.
Yeah.
Well, gosh, I'm glad. So you came here to play football for MSU, and then that's when the Wichita Falls Vortex got you.
Yes.
That's how
Hey, Jimmy, how do we get a T-shirt?
Yes. So our T-shirts will be here sometime next week, and our shirt guy and our merchandise guy, his name is Ben Atkins. He takes care of it, actually, but as soon as that order gets in here next week, I will make sure y'all have a shirt.
Yes.
And we're debating on whether or not we're selling the shirts for like $18 to $20.
You just bring us a shirt, we'll pay for it.
Okay,
we're happy to.
They'll be able to see that on your Facebook page?
Yes, you already know it. We have hats, duffel bags, track jumpsuits, sweaters, you name it, jerseys, you name it, we have it.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
And that's coming, and it'll be posted on our Facebook page, Wichita Falls Leopards.
All right, well, we'll be looking out for that. Thank you so much, Jimmy, for being here. It's great to meet you. And what a great show, huh?
Yeah, it was.
A plus, Jackie?
A plus.
All right, thumbs up.
B minus.
What was the Is there anything else that we missed, Jimmy, before we let you go?
Also, I want to give a shout out to all the other Boys and Girls Club football teams that are out there. Bengals, Packers, Mustangs, Ravens. Who else I'm missing? Wolverines. If I miss you, I'm sorry, but it's other coaches out here that are giving their time to the community and to the kids, and I want to tell them thank you as well. And we just have a great season for the Boys and Girls Club as we come together and play.
Awesome. Didn't get better than that. Yes, all right, thank you so much for being here, Jimmy. You guys, we'll see you next week.
Okay.